the system is. So now in this class we are going to discuss about the water impact. Okay, how the water is impacting on the renewable energy generation. Okay. So this water impact is very important factor, because you just imagine the hydropower plant. Okay, I don't know how many of them have been to the native power generating station. That native power plant, the area that is utilized for storing the water is again hundreds of acres. Okay, even though that is an good one for power generation as well as for irrigation purpose, what about the habitat? What about the habitat of the place, of that place? Before constructing the dam, you just imagine how many living things might be there, and how those get destroyed, okay, themselves in this. So this water is another big factor to be considered. Okay. So and one more thing, when we are picking up the oil or gas by doing drilling, this water is also very important factor. Okay, water must be there. Okay. So just to go through that first point, that oil and gas is extracted, water that has been trapped. Okay, water that has been trapped in the sense, if you start drilling, the water will start streaming in that drill. Okay, water will start streaming in that drill, and again we will be go on drilling, and for taking the gas or oil. So when that gas or oil react to that groundwater, then that will become poisonous. Okay, that will dissolve in the groundwater and that will become poisonous. So that is unsuitable for human consumption, and it is very difficult to dispose safely too. Okay. And next one is wastewater is amplified by the large volume of water and chemicals involved. Okay, what does it mean? It means that again many things are to be dissolved. Okay, then it is very difficult to dispose those waters. Okay, what the other solution is, they will do another drilling. They will do another drilling nearby the area, which is more numbers. Okay. Then they will let the contaminated water into the other drill, because it is very difficult to dispose. Okay, so we have to dispose safely in the sense, they are letting the water again into the ground. So for the extraction we require 3 to 6 million gallons of water per well. Okay, we are getting, and at the same time 15,000 to 60,000 gallons of minerals. Okay, that are useless. Just imagine how much of water and how much of chemicals that we are getting in a single well. And researchers were doing many research activities to identify the chemicals in that around 353 chemicals are very toxic, and 25 chemicals cause cancers. Okay, so there is again a very big threat to the living being. Okay, next, global warming. We will discuss about the global warming. So what is this global warming? Okay, so when we start cutting down the trees, okay, the carbon dioxide will be maximum in the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide is the best absorber of thermal energy. Okay, and at the same time, the reflected energy will not be let outside the atmosphere due to the presence of the GHG gases. Okay. So we must we must take care of everything that should be reducing the global warming. Next, transportation. So transportation is one of the threat. Okay, as I said earlier, if there is more number of so as I said earlier, transportation, the power whatever we generate, if we are not conserving, okay, with proper techniques, then the power will be wasted. As I said earlier, per day the thermal power plant, okay, utilize more than 100 tons of coal. Okay, if you just imagine a very big lorry can able to take maximum 10 tons. Okay, maximum 10 tons. So very big, I am saying very big industrial mining trucks. Okay, so mining trucks, the size will be very big. That will be looking like two-stair house. 2 மாடி உயரத்துக்கு இருக்கும் அந்த வண்டி. ஓகே, நம்ம லாரி மாதிரிலாம் இருக்காது. நம்ம லாரி மாதிரி 5-6 மடங்கு பெருசாக இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி வண்டியை நம்ம எடுத்துகிட்டு வந்து அதுக்கு நம்ம டீசலை போட்டு அது மைனிங் ஏரியாவிலேருந்து எடுத்துகிட்டு போய் பவர் பிளான்ட் ஏரியாவில் போடுறோம், பவர் ஜென்ரேட்டிங் ஏரியாவில் போடுறோம் அப்படின்னா அதுக்கு எவ்வளோ டீசல் செலவாகும்? நார்மலாக நம்ம இப்போ யூஸ் பண்ணுற லாரியை வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா ஒரு லிட்டருக்கே வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா 5 கிலோமீட்டர் 6 கிலோமீட்டர் தான் தருது. அதெல்லாம் ஒரு லிட்டருக்கு 1 கிலோமீட்டர் தான் கொடுக்கும். நான் மைலேஜே கால்குலேட் பண்ண முடியாது. வெரி டஃப். Okay, such a big and very high powered lorry. Okay, so அதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்த்தோம்னா நம்ம ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணுற பவர் அதுக்கே சரியாக போயிடும். So that should be avoided. That is why the mining area, power plant will be nearer to the mining area. Okay, so these are the things to be considered. Next, if you look at the next slide, transportation of natural gas or oil. Okay, so here you can see there is a deforestation to lay the pipeline. The deforestation to lay the pipeline. Okay, once the pipeline is laid, then that should be under maintenance and observation. Okay, that again leads to the deforestation for establishing some warehouse, etc. So very care must be taken for the transportation of fossil fuels. Okay. So as I said earlier, burning of fossil fuels would emit more amount of carbon dioxide, and that leads to the global warming. Okay, and many researchers have said if the temperature of the Earth increases at least by 2 degrees, then all the ice in the hemisphere, okay, that is, I can say, on the poles, North Pole and South Pole, Arctic and Antarctic, will start melting, and if all the water, if all the solid starts ice starts melting, then minimum of 2 to 3 meters of water level of the sea will get raised. Okay, if that it happens, then all the living beings on the surface of the earth has to switch over to the higher area, and there will be an like the Patrakuri, okay, Patrakuri of the land. So in the next class we will discuss about the air pollution.